Good morning to all of you. Let us start the next lesson from optics. Topic: astronomical telescope, Newtonian telescope. Now, astronomical telescope, when the image formed at infinity, that is normal adjustment. Now, optical telescope, you know that it is an instrument which is used to measure or which is used to view the far off objects. In the telescope, there are the two lenses. One which is near to the object is known as the objective, and the one which is near to the eye is known as eyepiece. Now, the rays coming from the far off objects are supposed to be parallel to each other. So, now these parallel rays, after reflection from the objective, they meet at a point which is the focus of the objective, so it is denoted by FO. Now, this image will work as the object for the eyepiece, and the rays, since it is adjusted in normal adjustment, the eyepiece is adjusted in such a way that the image IF naught is formed at the focus of the eyepiece. So the rays after refraction becomes parallel and they are supposed to meet at infinity. Let us understand once again. The rays from the object which is at infinity, they are coming parallel to each other. After refraction from the objective, they meet at the focus of the objective. Now, eyepiece is so adjusted that this image is formed at the focus of the eyepiece. So, after refraction, the final image is formed at infinity again. Now, FO, the distance focal length of the objective, is denoted by F naught. Focal length of eyepiece is denoted by FE, and the total length distance between objective and the eyepiece is given by capital L. Alpha is the angle made by the object with the eyepiece with the eye, and beta is the angle made by the final image to the eye. Now, focal length of the objective is much greater than that of the eyepiece. Aperture of the objective is also large to allow more light to pass through it. Now, remember these 2 points. These are very important points for your 1 mark questions. So, focal length of the objective is much greater than that of the eyepiece, and aperture of the objective is also large to allow more light to pass through it. Now, angular magnification. Angular magnification, or the magnifying power of a telescope in normal adjustment, is the ratio of the angle subtended by the image at the eye as seen through the telescope to the angle subtended by the object as seen directly, when both the objects and the images are infinity. Point to be noted: when both the object and the image are at infinity, that angle subtended by both at eye is angle alpha and angle beta, and the ratio of these two angles gives you the angular magnification. So m is equal to beta upon alpha. Since angles are small, so alpha can be taken tan alpha and beta tan beta. So m is equal to tan beta upon tan alpha. Now, from the previous figure, we can write tangent beta is perpendicular upon base. So we can write F naught FEI upon PEFE upon F naught I upon P naught F naught. Now, F naught I and F naught I both this in here, these two terms, they are same, so they will cancel out each other, and the result will be m is equal to minus FO upon FE. FO plus FE is the L, that is equal to the length of the telescope in normal adjustment. Now astronomical telescope image formed at LDDV. LDDV matlab least distance of distinct vision. So again let us draw the ray diagram. Objective eyepiece, principal axis, optical centers, focal length. The rays which are coming from the far off objects, they are parallel to each other. After refraction from the objective, they meet at point I. So I naught FO is the image formed by the objective. Now this image will work as an object for the eyepiece. Now the adjustment of the telescope, or the distance between the objective and eyepiece, is so adjusted that this image falls under the focus of the eyepiece. That is, here FE is at this point, this is FE point, and the image found by the objective I naught F naught is inside the focal length of the eyepiece. This is the difference between the least distance and the normal adjustment. Now the rays from the I F naught will fall on eyepiece, and after refraction they will meet at a point B, and AB is the final image formed by the eyepiece. Now this image is so adjusted that this image forms at least distance of distinct vision, that is PEA is equal to D. So here UE is the object distance for the eyepiece, E is the suffix, and D is the least distance of distinct vision. Now alpha and beta, again angular magnification, or the magnifying power of a telescope in this case is defined as the ratio of the angle beta subtended at the eye by the final image formed at the least distance of distinct vision to the angle alpha subtended at the eye by the object lying at infinity when seen directly. So this is the difference between the magnifying power. Main thing is this, that magnifying power is always equal to beta upon alpha. Beta is the angle subtended by the image, and alpha is the angle subtended by the object. In case of the least distance of distinct vision, the final image is when it is formed at the least distance of distinct vision, an object lying at infinity when seen directly. And in case of normal adjustment, beta and alpha both are at infinity. Angle formed by the image and the object when image and object both are at infinity. So now m is equal to beta upon alpha. Since beta alpha small, so we can write tangent beta upon tan alpha. Then again from the figure you can easily write value of tan beta and tan alpha, simplifying it. So this will reduce to f naught upon minus UE. Now since UE is not known, so we will try to find out the value of UE in terms of the known values. Now from the lens formula, 1 upon V minus 1 upon U is equal to 1 upon F. This is for the eyepiece. Now using this lens formula for the eyepiece. For eyepiece, the image is formed at infinity for at least distance of distinct vision. So in place of V, we can write minus D. In place of U, we can write minus UE using the sign convention. According to sign convention, the distance are measured from the optical center, and distance measured in opposite direction of the incident ray are taken negative. So here U is minus UE and D is the image position, so it is equal to minus D, and in place of F, that is FE. So simplifying this, we will get, 1 upon UE is equal to 1 upon FE plus 1 upon D. Putting this value in the above equation, we get m is equal to minus FO upon FE into 1 plus FE upon D. So using this equation and this equation, we get the final result, m is equal to minus FO upon FE into 1 plus FO upon D. From this relation, it is also clear that FO should be greater than FE for more value of m. That is, for focal length of the objective must be greater than that of the eyepiece for larger magnifying power. Also, it is to be noted that in this case M is larger than that in normal adjustment position. In normal adjustment position, the value of M was simply minus FO upon FE, but here it is multiplied by another term. So we can say that the magnification is more in case of least distance of distinct vision than in the case normal adjustment. So whenever the word normal adjustment is used, it means the final image is formed at infinity. Now let us discuss the Newtonian telescope. Newtonian telescope means the reflecting type. So from the word reflecting, reflecting means the mirror are used for reflection and lenses are used for refraction. So when we are saying reflecting type, that means we are using the mirror in place of the lenses. So this is the Newtonian telescope. So here one large concave mirror is used. Another plane mirror is placed in such a manner that whenever the light from the star or the distinct place they are coming, after reflection from the concave mirror, they meet at the point of at their center of curvature. After reflection they meet at the center of curvature, at the focus, because the parallel rays after reflection meets at the focus. So now the position of the plane mirror is adjusted in such a way that it gathers the light reflected from the concave mirror. After reflection from the plane mirror, the ray of lights they enter into the eyepiece. Eyepiece is again the combination of the lenses. Now from the eyepiece the ray of light reaches to the eye and the final image is seen through the eyepiece. Here again the magnifying power M is equal to FO upon FE. FO is the focal length of the concave mirror and FE is the focal length of the lens used in the eyepiece. So the basic difference from the Newtonian telescope and the astronomical telescope is that in Newtonian telescope we are using the mirror, big concave mirror and the plane mirror. Using these two mirrors we are making the image formed by the objective at a required place, and magnifying power M is equal to FO upon FE. So the benefits or the advantages of the Newtonian telescope is that since in the concave mirror no light is absorbed, so the maximum intensity is transmitted and is reflected, and we get the image with the maximum intensity. And the second is there is no chromatical aberration, since in the lenses there is the chromatical aberration, but in case of the concave mirror there is no such problem. So these two are the major advantages of the Newtonian telescope over the astronomical telescope or over the refracting type telescope. So that is all for today. These are the assignment numericals taken from your NCERT textbook exercise. Try to solve these equations, these numericals, and if you have any problem you can discuss me any time.